And in more breaking news coming in, a televised message is coming from Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei, and this is to the people of Iran. He says Israel has made a grave mistake and will face the consequences. Ayatollah Khamenei says Iran will not surrender or accept an imposed peace or war. This is Iran's Supreme Leader. Ayatollah Khamenei also sending a message to the US. He says they should know that Iran will not surrender and any US strike will have serious, irreparable consequences. That's the latest coming in from the Supreme Leader of Iran. Remember, threats, warnings have been issued against this very Supreme Leader of Iran by the United States of America and by Israel in the last 24 hours alone. But going across to Siddhant Mishra, who joins us with more details, that's Ayatollah Khamenei saying that Iran is not going to surrender, it's not going to give in. It's also not going to give in to the US pressure building tactic that we're seeing almost on an hourly basis now. Siddhant, what do you make of these couple of important points that have been made by Ayatollah Khamenei?
Look, he is the leader of a revolution. Perhaps, the generations in Iran have grown up listening to his predecessor and now him, and surrounded in the atmosphere of this movement, Iranian movement. Now, given in last 5 days the way Israel carried out strikes in Iran, their military establishments have been hit, their nuclear facilities have been hit, their top commanders, those who used to report directly to Ali Khamenei, have also been killed by the Israeli forces. Now, President Trump yesterday announced that we have aerial superiority. We are controlling Iranian skies, and demanded unconditional surrender from the Iranian regime. And in fact, Israel also wants US to join this war against Iran so that Israel can bring down the Iranian regime. So in these times, it's very important for the Supreme Leader to be seen in public eye, to be delivering such messages, because no matter what, even if they are at their weakest right now, because their proxy, the backbone of their proxy warfare has already been broken by Israel. Their proxies are all-time weak, and what happened in last 6 days, they don't have air superiority. They are not left with much ammunition, air defense systems, etc., etc. But despite that, this message is important, and perhaps that is exactly what Supreme Leader is doing. He still says that Israel will face the consequences, and Iranian regime will not be surrendering to United States and Israel. Perhaps a big message coming from the Supreme Leader of Iran. It should also be seen as a reaction to what President Trump yesterday said in his social media post, unconditional surrender. Perhaps that was his social media post, and now Iranian Supreme Leader is saying that there's going to be no surrender of the Iranian regime. So as I said, the generations have grown up in the atmosphere of this revolution, and no matter what, the Supreme Leader will never like to be seen surrendering to United States and Israel. Perhaps in Iran, they give open threat to United States, death threat to United States, to Israel. So that is the kind of an animosity, that is a kind of a hatred that they have for Israel and America. So maybe they are
clearly,
you
have Iran once again issuing that warning both to Israel and to United States. But speaking of the other side and what lies ahead for US and Israel combined, Siddhant, don't you sense a change in the tone and tenor and the stance that was earlier taken by United States in assisting Israel? For instance, for the longest time we did see United States initially distance itself from the entire conflict in Middle East, a little bit of an ambiguity that came in on how US is positioned, and now we see the US president make these assertive comments. Does that also reek of how perhaps we've seen Iran fight back all throughout, and Israel for that matter underestimating the military capabilities of Iran to an extent that it will be able to subdue Iran on its own?
No, I don't think that Israel has this assessment or they are subduing Iran's military capabilities. In fact, if you speak to any Israeli government official or their general, perhaps they will say that they still have ballistic missiles. They still have strength to hit not only Israel but Europe. Perhaps they say that look how they are still attacking civilian areas in Israel. So Israel is nowhere subduing Iranian capabilities to strike Israel. But they need United States support because as some of the nuclear facilities to hit at them, they require bunker buster ammunitions, and Israel don't have those ammunition, so they require United States there. At the same time, if Israel takes a call to bring down the Iranian regime, perhaps they require the support of the United States, full support, both at the political and at the military level. Without United States consent, they cannot bring down the Iranian regime. But Kritsween, look at what President Trump posted yesterday on Truth Social, that we are controlling the skies in Iran. Perhaps it itself says that how powerful Israel and America combined is, and perhaps they can struck any target they want. They can hit at any target they want. So if the message was that if supreme leader is alive, or if they are not hitting at some target, then because they have not decided to hit at the targets, they are in a position of power to hit wherever they want in Iran. Perhaps that was the message which President Trump wanted to send out yesterday through that post. So definitely Israel is not subduing. Iran is indeed a military might in the region. No matter they may be at their weakest right now, their proxies are not responding the way they used to respond before. But still, they could have something in the backup, perhaps, which they could use against Israel. And that could be one reason that they are still issuing threat to Israel and saying that they will face consequences.
That's where I was coming from.
Make informed decisions with comprehensive analysis on the go.
Strengthen your portfolio with real-time market updates on the go. Create effective strategies with insightful expert opinions on the go.
Grow on the go with CNBC TV18, now streaming live 24/7 on YouTube.
Hey, thank you for watching this on CNBC TV18. Hope you liked it. For more such interesting news and updates, follow CNBC TV18 on all the social media platforms.